日本時間6月23日、ドジャースの大谷翔平選手は、本拠地で行われたナショナルズ戦に1番投手で出場しました。初回、マウンドに上がった大谷選手は、1回を18球、無安打、無失点、2奪三振の好投を見せました。最速は 98.8 マイル、約159キロでした。また、この日の大谷選手は、打者でも大活躍。1点リードの7回、ノーアウト満塁で迎えた第4打席で、走者一掃の三塁打を放つと、8点リードの8回、ワンアウト2塁から、8試合ぶりの一発を放つなど、4打数2安打、5打点の活躍で、チームの勝利に貢献しました。大谷選手の活躍に、ドジャース側の解説者も、ピッチャーは打てないなんて、誰が言ったんでしょうかと、大興奮。ここからは、その様子を見ていきます。
Welcome to Lead Off LA. I'm Kirsten Watson, joined by Dontrell Willis. And Dontrell, the story of today is Shohei Ohtani is back on the mound for the second time this season. It's crazy to think he's finally back. Can you believe it?
I'm super excited. I'm glad I'm working today. The big show is going to be on both sides of the plate, but more importantly, on the mound, I expect more of some of that high velocity, anywhere from 97 to 99 miles an hour, and better command. Even though Shohei Ohtani is the best player, I felt like he had some nerves the first time going out on that mound. I feel like he's going to have better command and better mound presence today. Important growth start for him, and so hopefully he continues to feel good and stay healthy and command that baseball.
It's crazy to think we're going to have him for the second time. There's still so much to come. We have to remind ourselves he is still building up, so likely a shorter outing tonight. And it's kind of weird that I'm saying this because I'm in here with you, D-Train, and I'm so used to being at the stadium. I'm kind of like getting my bearings still. I'm in air conditioning right now, so let's go outside to see what's going at the stadium over at Dodge Stadium with David Vassay and Jerry.
Hey, you deserve all that, Kirsten Watson. I'm out here with the big dog himself, Jerry Hairston Jr. on Shohei Ohtani Day, Jerry. I mean, this is really exciting and certainly something that we expect to see more of today as far as innings pitched by Shohei.
Absolutely. Obviously, Shohei Ohtani making his second outing in Dodger Blue here at Dodger Stadium. The last time he went out there, innings pitched there against the San Diego Padres, 28 pitches, had a hard time finding the zone, especially with the fastball glove side. I expect him to make that adjustment today. Hopefully 2 innings, possibly 3, depending on his efficiency. Once again, you got to remember, it's been a long time since he's been on that mound. It was great to see him back. I know the Padre team has a really good lineup. They really battled him in that first inning. But now that he's got that start out of the way, he's going to make an adjustment today, and hopefully he gives us a little bit of length, possibly 3 innings.
Jerry, as far as the last start, Shohei Ohtani also said that he did have nerves, and maybe that affected him having a lack of command, and also the fact that he hit 100 miles an hour made Dave Roberts, made Dr. Elatraj a little uneasy.
Well, here's the thing. Listen, adrenaline is a powerful thing. When you're talented like Shohei Ohtani, who could run that fastball up there 98 to 100 miles an hour, yes, you're going to have that adrenaline flowing. But here's the biggest key. Now that Shohei Ohtani knows he has 100 mile an hour in that arm, still, he can now focus on command, location, and making his pitches. But more importantly, start to pitch deeper in ball games. Be more of a pitcher. And Shohei Ohtani knows, as a hitter, it's a lot easier to hit pitches that are 100 or 98 miles an hour down the middle or behind the counts, 2-1, 3-1, than it is when you're getting ahead of hitters down 0-1 or 1-2. Shohei Ohtani understands that. I see him today making that adjustment and having better command with all his pitches.
About an hour ago, Dave Roberts talked about what the plan may be for Ohtani. He's obviously not showing all of his cards, but gave us a little nugget here and there.
Certainly the anticipation is kind of, we've done that. The first one came out of it fine. Today, I think it'll be a lot more, as you said, normalcy. Excited to see him throw the baseball. Expected to be a lot more, efficient, better pitch making. Yeah, we'll see. But I'm not sure if it's going to be 1 or 2 innings. But yeah, it's going to be a fun day.
Whatever your bumpers are without revealing too much. Is there any room to be convinced for him to do more, or if he feels great, or are you sticking to hard and fast rules here?
I think right now it's more hard and fast. And then, as we kind of build more of a foundation, then there'll be some latitude. But, yeah.
Was there any consideration about not having him bat leadoff today?
I asked him before his last start, and he said that he's completely fine with hitting leadoff, doesn't want to change. And so I think right now we'll stay status quo, but, coming out of this one, he could say maybe, it might make more sense to, hit second or third or fourth. But right now we'll remain status quo.
Shohei Ohtani's on the mound today, second time with the Dodgers. You're always top step watching every game, but is it different on days like today?
Well, it's just amazing, that crowd for the first game. It was like a golf match. It was like we were back in Japan. You know how quiet it was because they're just watching so intently, and it was so quiet that first inning just watching Shohei. You saw everybody on their feet, with their cameras, and it really is just kind of like a spectacle, And so, eventually we'll get used to him being back on the mound and being out there however many times he pitches, but the first couple times is pretty impressive because, we've seen him as this for so long now as the best hitter in the game, and now potentially being one of the best pitchers in the game is just, it's kind of amazing to see on a day in, day out basis.
Were you checking out his preparation before a pitching start?
It's kind of, just everything he has to do. I was, day game, if you're pitching a day game, the starter leaves early, and I'm like, well, he's got an at-bat here in the 8th inning, you can't leave. And so, just what all it goes into and all the different things that he has to do to get ready, it's, I'm not envious of him for sure.
And Ohtani came out on the field early, continuing his preparation for his second start of the year as he will begin the game for the Dodgers in this rubber game of a 3-game series against the visiting Washington Nationals. Let's say hello from the broadcast booth alongside Eric Karros. I'm Steven Nelson. We are the two ugliest men on the broadcast team today. Wait till you see David Vassegh. But also, can't wait to see Shohei Ohtani, EK, because one inning in the books, got some nerves, and the butterflies out the way.
Well, I equate it to climbing a ladder. It's a step at a time. You're not going to just start right at the top. Shohei, in his last start, he had the velocity, over 100 miles an hour in a couple pitches, but wasn't really pitch efficient as far as having a little trouble establishing that glove side control. Against the Nationals this afternoon, they are a little more aggressive swinging the bat, so it should favor Shohei this afternoon.
You see his career numbers, just to remind you what he has done and can do on the mound at full strength. He is working his way back to that point. You're not going to see him go complete game shutout tonight, we don't think. David Vassegh down in the Dodgers dugout. He has more on the Dodgers plan for Sunday.
Yeah, you're right, Steven. That's not going to happen. But after going 1 inning and 28 pitches, Dave Roberts said before the game today that there are clearly defined expectations, and he's not going to be swayed by Ohtani or anybody else to deviate from those plans. Likely 1 to 2 innings, Dave said before the game. And Ben Kasparius looked like a guy that was getting ready for a start before the game today in the clubhouse. He had his headphones on, he had his game face on, and even a couple of days ago threw his bullpen session on a day that he would start. So you're going to see Ben again, who Dave Roberts considers one of the most valuable pitchers on the staff.
And he's right about that. DV, Shohei Ohtani, a former Rookie of the Year. Ben Kasparius has been one of the Rookies of the Year so far in 2025. Pups in the park at Dodger Stadium, and Decoy's dad takes the mound when we come back. Shohei Ohtani strolling into Dodger Stadium and then heading out to the mound at Dodger Stadium. You think he's excited to go for his second start? I think he surprised some of his teammates as he exited the dugout quite clear of the rest of the Dodgers in the field. And they're like, okay, I guess we're going out. His last start came 6 days ago against the Padres. Just 1 inning, 28 pitches. He certainly worked up a sweat, EK, as the Padres pushed across 1 run on a couple of hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Now that's the total line. If you were to try and spin it in a positive way for Ohtani, both hits came with 2 strikes, so nearly put him away. One of them was a bloop, and the sacrifice fly should have been a strikeout of Manny Machado if not for a mischecked swing call.
Yeah, and that's a great way to spin it because you're right. Manny should have struck out. But I think Shohei would tell you that he probably wasn't as efficient as he hoped he would have been through the 28 pitches. And watching this afternoon, I'm going to be interested to focus on him throwing to the glove side. It seemed like he pulled a little, maybe the adrenaline, maybe the anxiousness. But if anything, that's something to watch for this afternoon.
Ohtani says he was not quite pleased with his season debut as a pitcher. He sped up on him a little bit with the mechanics in the arm. It's that glove side miss. A little bit of a delay before his second start. Oh, it's a pitch clock is not working. We got shoelaces untied for Tommy Edman at second. All right. Dodger Stadium's ready to roll, as is Ohtani. His first pitch to C.J. Abrams is grounded to the right side. Stopped by Freddie. One pitch, one out for Shohei in the first.
Not taking any time to get loose. Freddie does a nice job of getting over there. Gets the ball early to Shohei. Shohei, a little too speedy getting over there at first. Too athletic.
Now another lefty slugger, James Wood, likely all-star for the Nationals. Ohtani twirls in strike one to him. Against the Padres, 28 pitches, only 16 strikes. The majority of those pitches were sweepers, 10 to be exact. Oh, 2. Got to say, I'm entertained by how he is receiving the call on his pitch clump. Arms crossed. Now he's ready for the 0-2. Pulls it down in the dirt.
Went with the splitter right there. In his last outing against the Padres, only threw it one time.
The 2-2. Popped him straight up on the infield. Betts coming in from short. Oh, and he bobbles it. In and out of the glove of Betts. That ball was in the air a long time. The high sky. And James Wood is safe.
Couple things in that situation. Mookie has to come in. He's right around the mound, and as you mentioned, really high. And again, obviously a bright day, daytime. You can lose that ball when it gets high in the sky, even if you've got sunglasses on.
Ohtani focuses now on Luis Garcia Jr. Gets strike one on a foul ball. Instead of getting the first 2 outs on 6 pitches, it's 1 on 1 out. Took him 18 pitches to record his first out against San Diego. So much more efficient start this time around.
So far today, Shohei 3 for 3 on first pitch strikes, and that's following up a success on Monday. 7 of 8 on the season so far.
Fouled away by Garcia. Count even at 2-2 again. Two balls, 2 strikes, trying to put Garcia away. Yes, he did. And there's the first Dodgers strikeout for Shohei Ohtani.
Dalton Rushing throws that ball in the dugout. This is one of the things that Shohei, as opposed to throwing against San Diego, Washington will swing the bat. They chase. They go out of the zone. Now, they don't swing and miss a lot, but they will expand.
1 strikeout down, 6 to go for Ohtani and the Dodgers staff. Get your free jumbo jack tomorrow. Jack in the Box in L.A. Strike 1 to Nathaniel Lowe. 2 outs in the first. And yes, fans are still streaming into Dodger Stadium, EK, but kind of sitting up here looking at it. It's kind of quiet for an Ohtani bump day. This reminds us of the experience that we had in the Tokyo Dome a little bit. David Vassay, what can you add to that?
Stood out the most is that when Ohtani's on the mound, it's like a golf match. Yeah, actually, sorry guys, mic cut out. Kershaw told me the same thing before the game. It's like a golf match, how quiet it is at Dodger Stadium. That really struck him the most.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Up and away at 99. Who had 2 of the 5 Nationals home runs last night. As many in one game as he had the previous 30 games combined. But Ohtani's ahead of him 1-2. Pulled down the right field line. It hooks out a play foul.
Saw low with some success off of Shohei. Doesn't seem to fear him. A couple of home runs, hitting it over a 400 clip.
One of the most familiar National for sure, given their shared time in the American League West. A little handful of years with the Rangers before he was traded to the Nationals. 1-2 spikes away and rushing can't find it. Dribbles toward the Nationals dugout. Wood is going to stay at second base, but he's in the scoring position with 2 out.
Went with that splitter again. Now has thrown it twice as much as he did in his last outing. Both of them for balls this afternoon. You know, that was a pitch that early on in his career, Shohei went to it a lot more than, especially near the time right before he went on the IL. He had really dialed back on that splitter.
Looks at Wood on second. Turns his attention to Lowe. Gets his swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ohtani to end his first inning of his second start. His second start day as a Dodger. A scoreless first inning. Recorded his first 2 strikeouts. His first 2 trips to the plate, he struck out as well, but walked in the 6th before scoring on Muncy's grand slam. Now Ohtani has a chance to follow suit.
Yeah, in a stretch right now, 2 for his last 21. We just don't see that. I mean, if anybody's ready to break out, it's this man right here.
8 of the last 10 Dodgers have reached. 4 have scored. Hunting more in the 7th. First pitch is foul. On the 0-1 from Ludus. Ohtani hits a fair ball down the line. It's into the corner. Here comes Dalton rushing. Shohei Ohtani unloads the bases with a triple.
Who said pitchers can't hit? Hits this thing down the line, gets by low into the corner. Once it gets there with Ohtani's speed, no problem at all. Just cruises into third base, the obligatory slide.
Excuse me now. Double barrel action in the Dodger bullpen. Alex Vesia on the right side of your screen. Kike Hernandez on the left. Ohtani launches left center field. This ball is at the wall. Did that go off of a fan? It's in play, and Rushing is racing around from first to score. Ohtani is looking out there, not sure exactly what happened at the wall, but the Dodgers have a dozen at least.
I feel like it just bounced off the left fielder's glove. Not really a great route. Not sure he knew where the fence was. Oh no, that's a fan. Saw it off of somebody's glove.
And the second time that's happened today.
For a possible home run.
That fan had an Ohtani jersey on too, huh?
That's going to keep him up at night. Can't make
you
that
gotta keep
catch.
that clean, right? You got to catch that.
I mean,
the anxiety, that ball coming, and all the thoughts going through your head.
Oh no, Dad! Oh, that's no. no. Oh, no, when the parents, you know that. When,
it's okay. It's going to be a home run.
It's okay.
After review, the call is overturned. It is a home run.
Second crew chief review to confirm a home run at the wall in left field.
Today's starting pitcher has a triple, a home run, and 5 RBIs. Thank you very much.
Is that home?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the other ABs. I mean, he's making a play for getting that interview with Bassett, but I'm
still going for months.
Oh, I have to. I mean, that at bat was sick.
The way Bassett reacted to you, I think that's what he was trying to hint to you, that Ohtani on a start day was going to be the post-game interview.
One more AB for Shohei Ohtani in this series. His individual offensive line today matches kind of the Dodgers line as a whole. 2 strikeouts through his first 2 ABs. Nothing through the first 5 innings, and then 2 runs scored. Walked and came around in the 6th, and a bases clearing triple in the 7th. And now launches one to left center this time. At the wall is Alex Call. It's in play. Coming around to score is Dalton Rushing. And Shohei Ohtani, his last 2 at-bats. 3-run triple, RBI double.
That almost looks like the same thing that happened to Nathaniel Lowe's right there.
For a possible home run.
Nathaniel Lowe over there laughing with Shohei Ohtani. Maybe about exactly what you're discussing, Franny. Very similar plays.
Well, this one take like 30 seconds. And this is not on it's not like a missed call by the umpire. You know, like how they did not see this. This is a tough one. You can't judge it. You're going to see Alex Call go there. And the only question is, he had it in his glove.
Was he reaching over?
Was he reaching
fence?
over? So this would be awesome too, to have all these people standing up right here and then realize, oh, it was fan interference. He is out.
This one looks like more of a Jeffrey Mayer situation.
We got a walk-off in San Diego, huh? Just looking at the replay booth, sorry.
Getting all your Major League Baseball news from the command center?
Yeah, 3-2 over the Kansas City Royals.
After review, the call is overturned. It is a home run.
Second time today, a fan interfering with the ball. Overturned into a home run. It's Shohei Ohtani's 26th of the season. And it makes it 13-3 LA. So make that 5 RBI for Ohtani in the last 2 frames. He and Max Muncy accounting for 12 of the 13 runs driven in for the Dodgers.
Oh, and he started the game pitching.
He did that too. Scoreless inning in the first. Couple of strikeouts, and then he goes on to drive in 5.
Shohei, how did you feel out there today on the mound?
前回よりリラックスして全体的に投げれたかなと思います。
Yeah, overall, I was able to relax much better compared to my last outing.
Why only 1 inning today?
1イニングだけの理由は
もともとそういう予定ではあったので、ある程度球数を今後、イニングも増やしていけたらいいんじゃないかなと思ってます。
That was the original plan, and I'm looking forward to adding more innings and more pitches.
How did you feel at the plate? Did it bleed? Do you feel like you get a rhythm pitching and then coming into being a hitter and being able to deliver that way?
二刀流の日はいいリズムで打席に入れてますか？
そうですね。最初2打席とも相手の投手も素晴らしかったですし、なかなか自分のアプローチの打席を送れなかったので、そこは少し反省点かなと思います。
Just looking back at my at-bats, the first 2 at-bats, hats off to the pitcher. Really pitched well, so I couldn't really have a good rhythm going into it.
Is there any part of it like of getting used to doing both at the same time? I know it's what you've always done, but like, is there any sort of acclimation period just after a year and a half of not doing that, especially like stuff like after the first inning, going out and then going to play afterwards?
1年間半まだ、慣れるっていう意味では時間かかりそうですか。
そうですね、思ってたよりも早めに復帰はできているので、今日また投げて明日以降の反応を見ながら、さっき言いましたけど徐々にこうイニングも増やしていければ、元の状態以上に戻れるんじゃないかなという、そういう自信は出てきてるんじゃないかなと思うので、まだまだ直さないといけない点は多いですけども、一つ一つ改善したいなと思ってます。
I've been able to come back to game action earlier than expected, so in that sense, I do feel like I do have to work on some things, but at the same time, I do feel like there's some things, that I feel like I can perform better, even better than what I used to be able to perform at.
Is your intention still to get all the way stretched out to be able to make like full starts, and how long do you think that'll take with this kind of progression you're on right now?
しっかり投球回数投げれるような感じの、どのぐらい時間かかるんでしょうかねと、そういう予定ですか。
そうです、イニングに関しては、球数に関しては一気に増やすということはもちろんないのかなとは思うので、徐々に増やしていければいいんじゃないかなとは思うので、今の現段階で、まずクオリティを上げていくことと徐々に、増やしていくということが一番大事かなと思っています。
It's going to be a gradual process. I want to see improvements with the quality of the pitches that I'm throwing, and then also increasing the amount of pitches. So it's going to be gradual.
Last one, guys. Where did you feel like the most improvement was today? Pitch stuff.
今日の改善ポイントは、一番改善したところはどこでしょうか。
一番はやっぱり動き方が重要じゃないかなと思うので、その過程でやっぱりロケーションであったりとか、一つ一つの球のクオリティというのが決まってくると思うので、自分がどういうふうに動いているのかっていうのを、前回から今日にかけて、約5日間ぐらいこうして話しながら改善を一応しました。
It's the way my body moves when I pitch. It's something that I worked on with the pitching coaches, and I felt a lot better this time.
I thought he was considerably better today, as far as the stuff, the life to the fastball, the command of his pitches, and much better. So overall, really good outing.
What went into deciding that this is the best way to go, just inning again in this slow build-up?
I think that it's just more of just trying to get the foundation, the building blocks, as he's, taking at bats, getting an inning here, an inning there, and then just gradually progress, erring on the side of caution. I don't know if, his next one, we're going to go an up-down potentially, or 2 innings, or just 1 inning. I'm not sure, and I think that going into today's game, we felt really comfortable with the 1 inning.
Just 6 games, but were the bats a little bit better today, just in terms of like the swing, seam?
They were. I thought, taking the walk in his 3rd or 4th at bat, I thought was good. And then obviously got a ball up a little bit with the triple, and then the homer, the ball was up. And, when he's going to the big part of the field, I think he's really, really good. And so today was good, and hopefully it quiets the noise a little bit with the days that he pitches.
First question, obviously, catching Ohtani, what was that like, and what did his stuff look like?
Looked good. Everything was obviously explosive. Velo was good. Throwing breaking balls, sweepers in the zone, allowed us to get ahead and put guys away.
What's it like to be the guy that's calling the pitches for him? What's the game planning going through, and him going along with your game plan?
It's good. We were on the same page. He actually calls some of his own pitches. So, but essentially we were on the same page before the game, and to see him have success, obviously that's a good sign.
You'll be back in the first inning. What were your impressions of Shohei pitching today?
Yeah, Shohei's good. I mean, the ball was coming out. His sweeper was really good. He was very effective. So, but that's what he does. He competes.
いかがでしたでしょうか。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーなどを中心に野球情報をお届けしています。この動画が良かったら高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。今回も最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。 それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。